don't know, because when you contact with media, do you need to pay for them, or do you have kind of budget to let them go into our property? Yeah.
I think we'd have a lot of opportunities to advertise for free. At least in North America, I know of a number of avenues through which we can do that. I'm not entirely sure, specifically, especially for going into other countries, that's something we'll really have to brush up on and figure out how we're exactly going to go about doing that. But I think there are a lot of avenues, and we already have a large network that I think we could probably tap into. So I feel like approaching the media in perhaps a different way, where we're spreading using Twitter and Facebook and things like that, as well as pairing with more traditional media outlets, and hopefully trying to do it as much as possible without paying, because I think the more we can dedicate to the run itself, the better that's going to be.
Yeah. I have another kind of question. Anything else?
Sorry to interrupt. I would love to see the list you put together. I haven't actually come across that yet, so maybe after we'll be able to talk further.
Okay.
Great. I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
Okay. In China, people do not allow to use Facebook or Twitter. I think
there you go.
maybe in also Africa, some of the countries they don't have the internet or something like that. What kinds of another method would you come?
So yeah, definitely those are good considerations. I think from what I know of many of the African countries that will be passing through, that cell phones are very common. So I think we're going to have to really research the area and figure out how to meet them on the terms that work within that area. So if people have more emphasis towards newspaper, or they have more emphasis towards mobile, we're going to have to find ways to engage with them on the level that we're able to. And I know that with R4T, there's already a mobile app developed. So cultivating that and building that out as a way to connect with people. But definitely some very good considerations that we're really going to have to build up our knowledge on, because we are going to so many different places that are going to have so many different needs, I think.
In how many countries you say that will be good?
30-ish.
Now, have you targeted all these countries? Have you know which country you're going to? My question is, at such a level, my concern about some countries, about the security of the runners or the program, is have you contacted the local people, organizers there, or how do you envision how it be done? Will it be from here, or will it be from there in the country that the race will be managed?
I think we've admitted that it's going to be a bit of both. So it comes from ICO getting really, really detail oriented on a very good team moving everywhere. So say if that's a 30 or 40 person team, that will come from ICO, and then in every separate country, in every separate city, municipality that you go to, you're also going to need representation there, and people who want it to happen there. So it's a bit of both. There'll be a moving team that goes all the way around the whole place, meeting the local people who are ambassadors of Run for Tomorrow in each of their own areas that know it inside and out. So one team going everywhere, all the way around the world, and then very local people who are bringing it there that want it to happen.
Yes, my concern is about the security of the people, because you have seen previously in,
well, for example,
what happened
now in the Olympics, right, was one of the biggest security questions on the history of the planet, and to not go there because of the worry, I think lends to the fear. So obviously we won't go if there is no possibility of safety and security, but if there are people, ambassadors who know that it will be safe, then we can probably make it work.
Yeah. And at which level? Because will it be, for example, for the Olympics, in each country there's an Olympic committee. So to organize this race,
Yeah,
with
same thing.
With whom are you going to negotiate, to organize in each country? Will it be at the level of the, for example, the Ministry of Sports or government level? Or
Yeah,
will it be
good question.
from
We're still-
non-government
We're not quite
level?
there yet, yeah.
Communications.
Yes.
Are you making plans to make a documentary and publish a book about this one?
There have been plans knocked around for a documentary that I know of, and yes, for the book, would you say?
Well, we're starting right now. This session is being taped. So we're going to begin now and see where we get to.
Oh, okay.
Are you a writer? Joe, are you a writer at all?
Sometimes, yes.
Great.
We have a number
Is
of
she gonna, is
writers.
she gonna help?
We'll capture
Just
them.
volunteer, they
That'd be
think. No, I
great.
was wondering if the woman who made the Guatemala film would like to go on this trip too and do a R14.
We do
movie.
have people that have already committed to some of the things, with Bill doing the app and Tracy doing a route for us. So there are some operational people, but again, that'll come up tomorrow. So we'll be asking those questions. Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
Shannon?
So I'm just having, just need to understand this. So the run starts, so it's just a continuous line. It's not happening in several different countries at once. It's just one continuous.
If you follow it on the app,
Yes.
you would see it beeping around the world. So it'll go beep, 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 fly over
Okay.
here, beep, beep.
Yeah, so not on like one day everybody around the world's doing it. It's actually gonna be moving around for 200 days.
And there's a commitment baton that's going from one runner to the next. That I think that's the most key. There'll be one person or someone running, moving, going at one time. They
Yeah.
pass the commitment
So it's
baton
like
to the
the
next.
Olympic torch
Yes.
kind of relay.
Yes.
Okay.
And just to speak to the commitment, so effectively what we're doing is we're garnering people to say, I'm committing to a piece of well-being, I'm committing to doing this for my personal health, I'm committing to trying to raise money for a school in the area. So it's all about building community and actually documenting online what those commitments could be and how it's going to improve the world. So it's a very exciting opportunity, but it is very much a passing of a baton. So it's getting that sort of all of that writing at once in one place, which are the global commitments.
Okay.
So the skinny on it is on the card. Please pass these out. Also check the website, the r4t.org. I don't see any other questions. Chris, are we at the wrap-up?
I think so. Just one last question. It's one thing to ask an elite runner to participate in an event that would cover 24,000 miles. It's another thing to ask John Mitchell to run 10K and the 2K 10K. Talk a little bit about his training requirements for the next year.
There'll be a lot
There's
of
about
letters
6
to
of
sign
us
off
going, so you're more than welcome to join us.
I want to go on record with this Shannon Marshall that I'm taking part in the 10K
on.
walking.
10K.
Everybody will be signing off.
We
No-
didn't say with
10K.
Walker, we just said walking.
And no liabilities back to the project. Or if anybody takes on running across Canada during this and there's ill effects, we're really working to take care of the runners, properly promote it. People try to do that, terrific, but it's all that disclaimer, right? Don't jump off this building because somebody in the movie's doing it.
So